Comrade Chairman, Comrade Vice President who has traveled all the way down here this weekend to be with us. Hail the man, Comrade Senator Damion Crawford. Comrade Michael Hemmings, you hear him entertainment thing turn up. You hear him go on earlier. Hail the man, comrades from East Central St. James. All the comrades on the platform, big up on yourself. And most importantly, the man who make you walk up and down in a Salem all day today. Well, the two men who make you walk up and down in a Salem all day today. Because first you have to big up the councillor. We have to big up the councillor. We have to give councillor strength. We have to big up Kerry Thomas in the Mount Salem Division. And you see apart from Kerry Thomas, you have a young bright star who walk up and down the Mount Salem today. A man who come from Mota. A man who born and grew around here. The man who going to be the next member of parliament for West Central St. James, Comrade Dr. Andre Harton. Hail the man, comrades. Hail the man, comrades. Comrades, we like it turn out in Salem. I like the vibe in Salem. Even though the last time I talk about big meat in Salem, I get that problem out there. So. I don't know if you remember. I'm going to sing one cartel and then crucify me. Right out there, so. But that means I love Salem people because I never want to cause it. A labor right cause the problem. But then now I could stop talk. Them now going to make us stop talk. Because when we are talking about PNP business, we are talking about business we uplift Jamaica. Because we know the only way we can save Jamaica if it's we elect the People's National Party to be the next government that will rule this country. Comrades, we don't come here to talk long tonight. Because as we say, we have been here from Friday. And I'm going to tell you, Comrade Damion Crawford has organized a group of young members of parliament. And we're going to go on the road every second and fourth weekend right across the length and breadth of Jamaica. We decided to start in Region 6. We decided to start in St. James. So with the whole weekend you can understand, say I go back at town tonight and the man tired. But before I call up Damion, I was want to say, when you see a man organize something like this, when you see all we go all out with something like this, when you see we walk up and down and galvanize support for the People's National Party from Friday and Saturday and now today, and then you go hear some fool argument to attack in a PNP today. When you hear about some argument and some statement to make, it's frustrating. It burns with heart, comrades, because this is division. This is division in the People's National Party. That is not what we are calling for. We are calling for unity. We are calling for strength. Because if we can move together with one voice and one body, there is no organization that can stop the People's National Party from winning the next election. So comrades, and I say as a statement make, and as a support for you, and as a declaration make. But I'm going to talk tonight. I go and declare myself tonight then. Because I go and tell you, when I walk up and down in a St. James, and the people them say, yes, at this them want to say PNP I do. It no matter what them want to quarrel about. When we don't talk to them, and then them reason, the people them say, them want Dr. Peter Phillips to continue the leadership of the People's National Party. And I am saying, as a member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland, and I am saying as a Region 6 chairman, that I am fully behind the leadership of Dr. Peter Phillips, because we know if all of us play our part, we will win the next general election. So comrades, we don't have no time for them talking, you know. Because comrades, we have one brethren and I am a friend from school. We have one brethren and I come off and play in a Bahamas and say, come, because I take care of you. So when him say I run for your president, and him say, well, go on to Westmoreland, I say, Westmoreland good. When him say I run for vice president and him say what go on a Westmoreland, me say Westmoreland say forward. When him say East Portland, me say all of Westmoreland come over there. So I tell you now that we don't know leadership talking now. Because we have a talented vice president who is here right now. We have a talented vice president who is leading a battalion of young soldiers and the army. Because we know say if we not step out in the streets, we can't win nothing. So we don't want to talk nothing more than no meeting. It is time to go out there in the streets and valleys of Jamaica. And the man who is helping us to do that, the man who is helping the party leader to do that, the man who is leading this cause is no other than Senator Damion Crawford. So me say forward! Me say forward! Me say forward!
I come. Entertainment. Them say, great man always I go get a fight. But try be yourself and them say why. Now me make me do what me like. Now me make me do what me like. Shut them out, not see a damn thing. Me just want them to know say I want king. One king. Can't tell me no. Remember me lead out, me no follow back up. See say them are moving proper.
Respect. Yeah. First of all, let me say thanks to all the comrades here for sticking with the People's National Party. And thank you for supporting the People's National Party. There is no People's National Party if there is no supporters of the People's National Party. And so I want to thank you, first of all, because you might not get the video light, but you are the ones delivering the votes, delivering the support, and delivering the victory. When I run an election, if I get 10,000 votes, I meet 1,000 people. That means that somebody else meet 9,000 people for me. And I'm grateful to you that is doing that on our behalf. As a year of vice kind of gone because we're there from Friday. And why I'm out in the streets is because I've been a take last leak. And them never make me win a seat in a Portland, so we go after 15 seats in return for that. Yeah. So what we do now is we go to a soldier them now in the party and we say, listen, we are going to go to the people. Because it's every time election time politician comes. So we are going to start go before election time. And we are going to learn what their problems are. And we are going to learn what their suggestions are. And we are going to learn what them issues are. And then now when it's election time, we just a champos. Because them ready for it. I want to thank the councillors, the council caretaker, and I want to thank Sports Slowly. Now enough people don't know how expensive politics is. But when we roll out from Kingston, first thing we need was a villa. So we can stay. Sports Slowly say, yo, me pay for the villa. So we did all pool and base something down there, but we have to respect Sports Slowly, who make sure so we think can go forward. And when you walk with people, sometimes when your money are done, you thirsty and you want to buy no water because you can't walk with 40 people and buy one water. And Comrade McCurdy, Junior McCurdy, come through and give you a little pack in my hand and say, go and do your thing on the road. So even though we are the face of the thing, some people behind the thing, I help push the thing forward. And we're grateful for that. Now, I apologize all the time because I know every PMP did a hope we could have delivered Portland. I will try our best to deliver Portland. But sometimes the devil have to win. That's how it goes. And so we now have to go back in there and review our mistakes, review our missteps, and correct them on behalf of the people. So what I want to talk to you now is about some things we need correcting, which is our minds. The question I'm going to ask you is simple. What is the difference between the wise and the fool? When the wise live and die just like the fool. You see, what happened is that you have a point where you're born and a point where you're dead. Those are the two end points. But there's a middle point, which is the quality of life where you live between when you're born and when you're dead. The difference between the wise and the fool is the quality of life. Because the fool live a worse quality of life than the wise. I'm going to explain to you some of those differences. The first difference is that the fool said that him not for vote. Him not in a politics. He that run back a politician. But let me tell you something. The only time the poor and the rich equal is in a polling station. If you go in a supermarket, they don't equal to the rich man. If you go in at the ATM, you don't equal to the rich man. If you go in a church, pastor, pre-female free. The only time you're equal is when him have 1x and you have 1x. And that is why every party talk about the poor. Because there's more poor people than rich people. So the only time as a group you're more powerful than the rich is during an election. How are you going to give up the one time that you powerful? And now we sell back that one time for $5,000. So instead of coming to you for beg you your support, we go to them for beg them 20 million and come buy your support. And what you get 5,000 for 5 years. Because over 12 months, that's going to be $87 a month. 87 over 30 days, that's $2.40 a day. $2.40 over 24 hours, that is 10 cents an hour. How can you sell yourself for 10 cents an hour? The difference between the wise and the fool is that the fool say nothing in politics. But if you cannot escape government, choose government. There's some people who now go primary school, them go prep school, they escape government. There's some people now go public hospital, them go private hospital, they escape government. There's some people and me, when I van, when they drop in a patrol, you don't really feel it. But when you're in a taxi and drop in a patrol, all your back ring out, you know. So if you cannot escape government, choose it. If you can't escape school, choose who manage school. If you can't escape hospital, choose who is in charge of hospital. If you can't escape patrol, choose who fix patrol. How is it that the one time that you choose, you say you're not interested? The second thing is that the fool only think about wages and the rich think about profit. You look upon every money man, him own something. But all of a sudden, all we want is to work for someone. That is why the next PMP government will ensure no foreign company can come down here and say them are run bus system. The bus system will be reserved for the Jamaican people. No foreign company can come and say that them are run landscaping. Part of tourism must be reserved for the Jamaican people. No foreign people can come here, say them offer entertainment in the center of entertainment, and people in Salem have no work. And when I go hotel, man, they talk Spanish to me. I now fight out the next man. I have fight in my person. So because me a fight in my person, don't think me a fight out for them person. But I can't go hotel and person where I play volleyball is a foreigner. And that's not the tourist. That's the worker. And the person where I teach Jamaican dance never ever go to a Jamaican dance. That can't work. We, in the next government, will make sure you can own something. You see, in tourism, you have the rich part investment, which is the hotel. You have the not so rich investment, which is the boss. And then you have the block pocket investment, which is the craft. All of a sudden, rich man want to come take over craft. We will make sure that craft is reserved for the regular Montego Bay people and St. James people. And so, if a hotel want to get tax breaks under the People's National Party, then they must make craft vendors come in there once a week to sell them craft. If they don't want a craft vendor, then they don't want a tax break. This is a different People's National Party. So when a man say, what is Peter Phillips' role? Peter Phillips' role is different from my role. Because Peter Phillips is now the goalkeeper. And me and Andre and Emmins and Vaz, we are the forward. So understand, what's the responsibility of a goalkeeper? The goalkeeper is to make sure we don't lose. The forward is to go and make sure we win. So the goalkeeper is there as a grandfather. We are going like Peter, not old. We know he's old. But in all his age, they have never accused him of being a thief. In all his age. Hold on, I'm going to talk with music. But what we have found is that we start to worship foolishness now. We start to worship just how people look. You know, sometimes some people do everything for look clean, but them don't bathe. So we no business if them bathe. We all the business how they look. But I'm saying to you, when I come so and say me I go down there so go do that in education, Peter Phillips can say you don't do that again, you know, because we do it already in 1960. I wasn't there in 1960. So him I go make sure I don't repeat the mistakes that they have made. And when Andre said me I go do this in the economy, him said no, we do that in 83. Him a baby in 83. So him I go make sure we don't repeat those mistakes again. So what we have is now a goalkeeper who is telling us as the youth them as go out there as a forward and score in our education, score in our tourism, score in our economics, score in agriculture, but no goal will be scored on us. All of a sudden, if a man put on a clocks, him can lead a country. That is sufficient. All of a sudden, they have all this money. Where did they get it from? Because I am a politician, and I know say any rich politician that don't have a business to show is a damn thief. I'm afraid to talk these things. And them at all now say, Damion chat too much. I can't chat too much because there's a lot of things to chat about. And there is no wrong way to do the right thing. All of a sudden, they can sell a whole beach for free. But if you take a piece of land, you're a squatter. Them come and shove it off with tractor and bulldozer. But a man can come from foreign and get a whole of beach. And we can't use the beach. And we can't earn from the beach either. The next People's National Party will tell you that the difference between the wise and the fool is that the wise recognize that knowledge is the key. How can you say power and not say knowledge when knowledge is power? And I see now in this country a woman come and say beautiful speaking can't put food on table. But I telling the girls here now, beautiful looking cannot put food on your table. Because when you are 25 And this is pointing forward. And this is pointing out. You will reach 40 where this isn't pointing forward again. And it starts to point down. And the person coming in them van to take you for $10,000 to do the nastiness that his wife will not do will find another 25-year-old. I'm saying to you that we have in Mount Salem where Andre, many Andre, come here man, I'm a friend this. Me hear some people say, Damion, how should you come here? Me I say, but I may come here because this is me. It's just that many of him and many of me. I am him and he's me. There are many Andre Hortons in Mount Salem. You go home and tell your child, none of them never born a talk. Them learn to talk. None of them never born a walk. They learn to walk. If you can walk and talk, you can learn. So how come Mount Salem picnic bright at 9 months and they want to tell me now, say them done at 19? How them learn a bossy thing like talking at 9 months, but them can't learn a simple thing like principles of business at 19? But them set up a system against you. So you have some youth now in a Mount Salem who should be at the University of the West Indies with 9 CXE and about 20 Cape are working at Chinaman wholesale. Under the next PMP government, the first child in every family to get into the university will be free. And then, like Andre, that child come help the rest of children. That child come help the mother. Why is it that you have to go down an MP office to eat? Some people, my brother, you know, them have a 1 in 36 chance of eating. Because if them cash pot number no play, they cannot cook. Is that enough? Is that sufficient? Every time I see you, the people of Jamaica, you're nervous. If you're in a supermarket line, you're nervous. If you're there ATM, you're nervous. If you go for your visa, there is no time that our people not nervous. May I say, this man is an example of what the PMP is and what the PMP have done. And this is what the PMP stand for. So the next PMP government, we will make sure that when a youth reach 12 and he goes to high school, if he's not ready for high school, he will go into remedial 7. We can't just promote him to graduate. And when a youth go Cornwall like this man, we have some youth who go Cornwall now, and them drop out at 10th grade. Oh, he was in the top 3% of the whole of St. James when he was 12. But him can't manage no subject when he was 14. But maybe him get a little distract. Because you see this man promote the ganja, you know. Him not promote just the consumption of it, you know. He's promoting the investment in it. Because every Christmas, the poor say what they're going to buy, and the rich say what they're going to sell. And every January, we say a tambourine season, and them say a cherry season. When we free up ganja, and said there is no more criminalization of ganja, the youth them celebrate, said no, we can smoke it, but none of them say yes, we can grow it. And so right now it's Canadian growing ganja here. The rest of them who used to grow ganja still are run from police. And Indians are come with license. We sit down and talk. This man studied the ganja industry, not just to smoke it, to make an income. And so we are going to now liberalize the ganja industry, so that a man who even sell a $20 spliff can register himself as a seller, a vigilante license. And not talk too much about it. You can tell them look more about it. The next PMP government will allow you to buy half the house, and when you reach your age, your picnic come and buy the next half of the house. That is what we are calling a generational mortgage. These are the goals that we are going to score. That is fresh minds. That is new idea. So when I hear them talk about Peter Phillips Hall, if Peter Phillips Hall, the PMP is young, you look Andre Harton, you look Emmons, you look Vaz, you look Malava, you look Hilton. Over the JLP, they have a man called Mike Henry. He is older than the Word, and in the beginning was the Word. You have heard Bartlett. You have Babsy Grange. You have Pernell Charles. You have Scar Samuda. You have Delroy Chuck. You have Roddy Spencer. You have J.C. Hutchinson. If you add up the JLP age, not even Noah's Ark. But we're consuming just the lies. The People's National Party. The People's National Party is saying to you, don't make them fool you about farming. I hear them across farming now. And if you look upon one of the richest men in Jamaica, he's a farmer, best dressed chicken. Chris Levy, if you don't own something, you cannot pass it to your children. But because we never born with nothing, I walk and see Andrea house today in Mount Salem. And I say, yes, youth, you come from little bit to enough. You're an example. But they might make it impossible for us to move from nothing to something. The next PMP government is cutting out contracts in the hotels. You, every 3 months, have to get a different contract. It means that you cannot go down to courts and take out a bed because the hire purchase is 1 year and your work contract is 3 months. And all across this country and in St. James, when you see a security guard with a dog, the dog name 2 times and the guard name once, the People's National Party will end that. No dog should be better compensated than a man. But because we're not selling a vote, every politician afraid for talk. Understand? When me have to go to the man who is oppressing you for 20 million, I can't talk for you because I need him to like me. We have schools now, primary schools, on shift. Think about this. If a primary school is on shift, it means a 7-year-old is getting herself ready at 11 o'clock. Because her mother there work. And if she not get herself ready, it means her mother have no work. It's a lose-lose situation. And at 12 o'clock, a little 12-year-old is going home to a house without no adult. And then we wonder why somebody come over and touch her. These things must change. So when I say a man accost me, them say Damion is prejudice. I don't want to be a man who make other people comfortable when me uncomfortable. I am going to make them uncomfortable as long as I am uncomfortable. And me uncomfortable with this country where we live in. Because none of us biggest parties our night. We never name a cake in all our life. And our biggest party is 3 goats when we're dead. I am uncomfortable. Me uncomfortable because when I walk through this place, I see people are try and a try, and them a sweat and a sweat, and them number can't call for them bingo. When I walk through this place, I see some people where make them children not be better than them. And one last thing that I left with. I'm going to say some local youth there. If the youth them not there, I want to tell the youth them when they go home. Life is a mathematics equation. You see, those who do more work in school, do less work after school and get more pay. And you see, those who do less work in school, do more work after school and get less pay. If you think a lie, look on a construction site. The man who mix the cement, him get 2 grand a day. The man who pint to him for carrot, him get 2 million. But the man who pint is an architect. And the man who mix, him did a blase in a school. Him did a way up and a stay up. Him did a shampoo and he made never dirty. May I say to you right now, the only escape for those who never inherit land is education. The only real escape for those who never inherit money is education. The only real escape for those who never inherit from their father nothing but a name is education. So you must prepare your children to survive in the future. Because the lion teach him picnic how to hunt. That means the zebra better teach him picnic how to shift. If him not teach him how to shift, the lion will name him. Bob Marley say, until the philosophy that holds one race superior and another inferior. They say, may I divide the country. The communities divide the country. You look at the rich communities and you look at the poor ones and you see that it was long divided. You look at who suffer in the jails. You look at who for dance and lock off. I go pier one Friday and it was open. I couldn't go to a look around robin because it was locked. Why your cook shop I feel lock 8, but the big Burger King can lock 2? And when we done 2 o'clock, we're gonna have chips at 4. But none of you can do nothing down here. Because when some fest come, it will go till morning. And when your birthday come, you will not get a permit. I am uncomfortable with this society. So may I say to you, comrades, some goal they have to score. And some forward they have a skill. But we need enough to start putting back the right people in this government. We need enough to stop make the Obia catch, you know. Because some of the money have Obia powder. Some of the 5 grand of Island Wall, you know. Because you start to vote against yourself. I am begging you, no. Andre. May I beg you? Andre, come here. May I beg Mount Salem 3,000 for a man from Mount Salem. May I beg Mount Salem a landslide from a man from Mount Salem. I want the night of election When I call down here and say, Andre, I deliver Portland. How you look? Him say, call a tractor. It is a landslide. I beg you, groom him, teach him, work with him, deliver him for the People's National Party. Because when we say power, it is power to the people. One love and respect, comrades. Love.
Put your head side of the air.